talks from the crypt.
I mean, we could get like really nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty, that's what we need.
I mean, we can get like really nitty gritty without like naming names and stuff like that. I mean, if you really want to.
Let's name it and I'll beep it. That always makes for a good bit.
So, I mean, anybody who's watched the channel knows for a fact that, you know,
I'm not the first.
She's
and
not
that's
the first
okay.
person that's been on the channel. And
We all have history.
It always cracks me up is whenever people, they don't realize that there's been other people and they go, wow.
Oh my gosh, Jessica, you should go back to that hair color.
Right.
From those one videos.
But Jessica is
You look so different.
Did you change your hair?
Jessica's the first person in my life to really believe in everything that I attempt to do. And I the same thing with you. I'll stand behind her. Anything she wants to do, I'm 100%. And the crazy thing, and I think about this all the time, is back in the day whenever I was living in Atlanta, Georgia, when I was making those first videos, the daily vlogs, or have you seen Taylor Swift, Stuck in Traffic, Taylor Swift Traffic?
Oh, man. I didn't.
Okay.
And I'm like shooting myself because I didn't. I've watched almost everything, though.
This is off topic. This is how
Really
I roll.
close to the beginning.
Yeah, really close to the beginning. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia. I was delivering food, and I was doing it full time. And I would make videos on my lunch breaks or while I was out delivering food between restaurants. And one day I get stuck in traffic, and it's right after a Taylor Swift concert. And all I see, it's nighttime, is just red brake lights everywhere, and it's driving me nuts, and I got to get this food to these people. So I pull up the camera, and I'm like, I'm stuck in Taylor Swift traffic. It's driving me nuts. And I just go off. But I was in a relationship around that time, and it was pretty serious, and she was not having with what I was trying to do. At the time, it was a hobby. And it got to the point where we went to like relationship counseling, and both her and the counselor were like, listen, Michael, you need to stop doing this. This is silly. This is childish.
The videos?
Yeah. Stop doing it. It's never going to amount to anything. You need to like grow up. And some things happened, and I left in the
fucking therapist or uncle or something.
right. Like in cahoots.
Yeah. Like
cahoots. And I pretty much left. There's a lot that went into it. I'm kind of paraphrasing this stuff, but that ended. It was a bad relationship that ended very quickly. And another relationship after that was bad. And then she came along who believed in everything. But I mean, there was quite a few times where, you know, I almost threw in the towel. Like even after we were living in Savannah, Georgia, and it was really going nowhere. And when we moved down to Orlando, there's a period on the channel where it's like nothing but theme park videos. Because we were living in Orlando, there's nothing to do in Orlando except for go to the theme park.
Yeah.
But I think it's brilliant because it also allowed us to just kind of really hone being behind the camera with thousands of people around you. So even though we're still nervous about that, it got us used to just going, F it.
Ah, he almost said it. We almost got it.
It got us used to just going, screw it, and let's just film and make it happen.
But too, it was also a part of like coming in to realize that not to feel peer pressured by the faceless machine, right?
Now, when you say faceless machine, you mean by this concept of an audience, what people want?
Yeah, like no matter what you do, you're always going to feel like people are going to hate what you're doing. People are going to give you really bad feedback. And you get this kind of peer pressure that I should always be making content. I got to do stuff. I got to do it. It's like when you're at work, right? And you have all these things in your head that you need to do at home. And then you get that day off and you have no idea what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And then you go back to work and there it is again. That peer pressure that you have in yourself to do something, to make something, to be productive.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, we still feel that today. Honestly, we really do. But especially in the beginning, being around people and seeing what was happening a lot around us, especially on YouTube and blooming, we kind of, I think that's around the time when we started feeling like, fuck it.
We got it.
You know, we're going to do what we want to do. Whoa. You know, because a lot of people...
Censor that one.
Beep.
Beep. We would get still negative comments. that, you know,
The professorship.
oh, stop doing theme parks, go back to doing this. Oh, I don't want you to do movie locations. I'd rather you do true crime. And I think there was a point where we were trying to cater to people and what the majority of people were commenting that they wanted to see. And you kind of have to shut that out and be like, I'm just going to do what I want to do, because honestly, it is about a married couple. We still today say that our videos are about a married couple exploring life and our passions and our hobbies.
Was it the flip of a switch? Did you guys just all of a sudden be like, you know what? I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm just going to make what I want. Or was it like a gradual learning process?
I feel like it was a bit of both.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. It's funny. A constant thought that I have with the channel is no matter what video it is, whether it's an interview with Shelley Duvall, hanging out with Tom Savini, going through there, or Doug Bradley, or going to Europe, no matter what the video is, no matter what it is, when it's done and it's time for it to go live and I have to hit that button that says go live now,
He hates it.
The thing that goes through my head every single time is they're all going to laugh at you, Carrie.
They're all going to laugh at
This
you.
is the video where they're going to just laugh at you and it's all going to go away. Every video is like that for me.
Till this day.
To this day.
To this day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of comforting to know it'll never go away.
But it's so strange, though, because if I can go back a little bit and talk about the past, as horror fans, somehow we bridged this gap. We started getting invited and showing up at horror conventions with horror icons like Kane Hodder and Doug Bradley, and we're doing a show in Chicago. Clive Barker's going to be there. Like, we're on the same bill as Clive Barker. I mean, what the hell? And we did a show, and this guy came up to us who has become like a friend, not like a really good friend, but like more an acquaintance. And he knew who we were before. It was a little weird because it was like he knew who we were and became friends with us because he knew who we were.
Mm-hmm.
But even more than that, he knew who I was before Grimmlife, and I didn't know it at the time. And we were walking through, of all places, here in Las Vegas, and he's like, you know, we actually have something in common. One of your exes is a good friend of mine, and she tells people that she used to date like this very famous YouTuber. And I'm like, what the hell?
That's amazing. Full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle.
When they dated, though, and it was way in the beginning before anything had taken off. So it was confirmation that even the exes are keeping tabs.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's hard not to. I mean, you guys aren't just on YouTube. You guys are, you know, I loved that you guys started interviewing celebrities at conventions, and now you guys are celebrities at conventions. Which is,
it feels so weird. Like, very thankful. Yeah. And like, every family who comes up and is
Very
like, you know,
Twilight
this
Zone.
and that. But it was neat. There was a Spooky Empire. You familiar with Spooky Empire?
mm-hmm. Is it in Orlando?
Yeah. So Petey owns it. And I think he was the very first person who really put us on as a bill, like as a celebrity guest. And I remember having a conversation with him. He was like, listen, man, when I do this, like, I'm a big fan of your channel, but when I do this, everybody who has a YouTube channel is going to want to contact me for the same thing. And I got to figure out how to do it in a way that I can tell them no, because you guys are different. And he proceeded to say that, and the reason why you are different is you have all of these fans of horror that are coming to meet their celebrity, you know, Kane Hodders and stuff like that. But you're the one that bridges the gap. Everything that you do is what every horror fan wants to do, that dreams about doing.
Going to visit like locations and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know, we were talking about this last night at dinner. You know, how many times do you go and watch Hellraiser? I mean, you know it. You'll sit down and watch it if it's on, if you're in the mood, but you're not going to put it on every single night. You're not going to fall asleep to Hellraiser. Maybe somebody out there does. But
we
it's
all
a great
have our
movie.
comfort movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's families, horror fans, from the ages of a kid to grandmothers.
Grandmas.
We always talk about grandmas. We love grandmas.
We do.
Who watch us night after night.
We've become their routine.
Yeah. So it's this weird thing that we tapped into, and I always feel uncomfortable saying we are celebrities or we
Same.
have fans. I still feel just like, I feel like the 20-year-old kid who's still going to his very first horror convention and going, that autograph's $20. It's my last $20, but I really want to meet that person.
Yeah. Or
I
get
still
the
feel-
$40 bundle with the picture.
Yeah,
But
like
I
I
think-
still feel that way.
That's why it gradually became this thing where we started calling it the Grimmlife family, because it really is just one big family. Like, we love everybody who watches and who reaches out, and it's conversations that would normally get to have, just sitting at home, And we started doing the lives too, because it was around the holidays, and we started talking about our own depression and things like that, and knowing that this is a really hard time for a lot of people. And we just kind of wanted to hang out and talk to people who were horror fans who might need a safe space.